Dear students, today in Business Studies, we are going to discuss management and business environment. Business environment means sum total of those factors which influence the business and over which the business has no control. It has both threats and opportunities for the business. The study of business environment enables the managers to identify those threats and opportunities. Thus, business environment includes a variety of forces like investors, suppliers, competitors, and customers. These forces influence organizational working directly. However, these forces operate within a broader context of a country, which is indicated by its economic, social, technological, political, and legal environment. Now, there are some features of business environment. First feature is totality of external forces. Business environment represents totality of external forces that affect organizational functioning directly or indirectly. Business environment is the sum total of all those factors which are available outside the business and over which the business has no control. It is the group of many such forces. That is why the nature of it is the totality of external forces. Thus, business environment includes all the forces, institutions, and factors which are external to business organization. Second feature is specific and general forces. Business environment includes specific and general forces. Specific forces are those forces that affect individual business organizations directly and immediately. These forces are investors, customers, competitors, and suppliers. General forces are those forces that have impact on all business organizations of a country and thus may affect an individual organization only indirectly. These forces are economic, social, technological, political, and legal. These forces indirectly affect the operations of a business unit. Interrelatedness is the another feature of business environment. The different factors of business environment are closely correlated with each other. For example, increased awareness for health care has raised the demand for Diet Coke, fat-free cooking oil, etc. In another example, political forces affect economic forces through changes in economic policies. Similarly, rate of economic growth leads to change in economic policies. Fourth feature is dynamic nature. Business environment is not static, rather it is dynamic in nature. That is, it keeps on changing. Change in consumer change and preferences, entry of new competitors in the market, change in technology, etc. are the examples of the environmental changes. However, this change may not be uniform for all environmental factors. For example, technological change is very fast, but social change is very slow. Business environment is dynamic in nature in the sense that something which is new today may become outdated or obsolete after some time. For example, black and white televisions were replaced by colored ones. Soon these were replaced by flat screen colored televisions, which were subsequently replaced by LCDs and now LEDs. Uncertainty is another feature of business environment. Uncertainty means lack of precise forecast of future happenings because of rapid changes in business environment, particularly in technological aspects. Business environment is very uncertain as it is very difficult to predict future events, especially when environmental changes are taking place too frequently, as in case of information technology and fashion industries. For example, prediction of what changes will occur in information technology like computer hardware and software even in the near future is uncertain because the rate of change in IT is so fast that new technology emerges even before the old technology is fully assimilated. Complexity. This is another feature of business environment. There is a very high degree of complexity in contemporary business environment. Business environment is very complex as it is very difficult to know the relative impact of the social, economic, political, and legal factors on change in demand of a product in the market. Therefore, analysis of business environment becomes quite a difficult task. For example, increase in excise duty on petroleum products will not only increase price of petrol, diesel, LPG, etc., but also the price of other factors, inputs due to increase in transportation cost, etc. Relativity. This is another feature. Business environment is a relative concept. Because of this relativity, it differs from one country to another, from one region to another within the same country, or even over a period of time within the same country. Different nations and different regions have different kind of business environment. Thus, business environment is a relative concept. For example, demand for saris will be high in Uttar Pradesh while it will be relatively low in Punjab, as the traditional dress of females in Punjab is Punjabi suit. Now we will discuss importance or significance of business environment. A business organization works within the context of its business environment and interacts with it continuously for taking various inputs like men, money, machine, materials, and methods, and giving outputs like goods and services to business environment or the customers. Effectiveness of the process of taking inputs and giving outputs depends on the degree to which the organization is able to meet the requirements of business environment. It implies that business environment is quite important for an organization. Therefore, the significance of understanding environment in shaping the future of business can be appreciated if we consider the various aspects of importance of business environment. First point of importance of business environment is first mover advantage. Business environments provide lot of opportunities for business enterprises. The business firms which are able to scan these opportunities at an early stage get maximum benefit and can leave their competitors behind. For example, Maruti Udyog became the leader in the small car market because it was the first to recognize the need for small car in an environment of rising petroleum prices and a large middle class population in India. Similarly, Hero Motocorps Limited, earlier Hero Honda Motors Limited, is the first mover in fuel efficient motorcycle segment, and it is way ahead of its rival Bajaj Auto and other manufacturers. Second point of importance of business environment is It helps business to identify threats and early warning signals. Threats means the external environment trends and changes that will hinder a firm's performance. Business environment along with opportunities provides threats also. The proper knowledge and understanding about the environment helps the business enterprise to identify the possible threats in future and acts as early warning signals. Timely understanding of the environment helps to make suitable changes in the enterprise. For example, if an Indian firm finds that a MNC is entering the Indian market with new substitutes, this should work as a warning signal for the Indian firm. On the basis of this information, the Indian firm can improve the quality of its products, reduce cost of production, engage in aggressive advertisements, and so on. In another example, the proposal of Tata Motors to bring out a small economy car by 2008 is a warning signal for Maruti Udyog to reduce its costs or to introduce economy models. Tapping useful resources. This is another point of importance of business environment. A business firm obtains various resources such as men, money, machine, material, methods, etc. from the environment and converts them into desired goods and services for the customers and supplies its output to the environment. If the business enterprise has a complete awareness and knowledge of the external environment, it can tap technology, raw materials, financial resources from the markets at the right time at a reasonable price. For example, with the demand of LED, 3D TVs, manufacturers are collecting resources necessary to manufacture LED and 3D TVs rather than collecting resources of black and white TV or flat screen TV, etc. Fourth point is, it helps in coping with rapid changes. Today's business is being run in a rapidly changing environment. Various factors connected with business like competition, fashion, technology, number of customers, etc. are changing quickly. Changes do not affect the business as much as the rapidity of the changes. For example, Google, a search engine, is continuously improved by its management by adding innovative features to remain ahead of changes made by other competing search engines. Due to increasing competition, customers are becoming more demanding, and it has become essential for business enterprise to adopt rapidly changed by technological environment. Next point of importance of business environment is, it is assisting in planning and policy formulation. Environment analysis help identifying threats and opportunities in the market. The major strategies or plans and policies in the organization are formed keeping in mind business environment, because the policies and strategies have to be implemented in the presence of environmental factors. So, these must be made keeping in mind the environmental factors. Scanning of environmental factors helps in finding out the opportunities of business, and strategies can be made to grab these opportunities. These can serve as the basis for planning and policy formulation. For example, ITC planned for new hotels in India after knowing the increase in India's share of world tourism. Sixth point of importance is, business environment helps in improving performance. In every organization, the study of business environment has an important role as far as its performance is concerned. Analysis and understanding of business environment helps the business to improve its performance. The enterprises which continuously monitor and adjust themselves according to the changing business environment not only improve their present performance but also continue to succeed in the market for a longer period. For example, Hindustan Unilever and several other FMCG companies launched small sachets of shampoo and other products according to the needs of the customers in order to survive in the market for a longer period. In the next video, we will be discussing dimensions of business environment. Till then, thank you.